Jean Bourgeois, who is going to start off this morning, our provost at Texas State University and our VP for Academic Affairs, Jean Bourgeois, Dr. Jean Bourgeois.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Claudia. Well, as Claudia said, I'm Jean Bourgeois, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas State University, and it's my pleasure to provide you with the initial welcome. And actually, I think this is the second time that I've been able to visit with you all. You may have seen an image of me looking a little bit younger back in 2019, pre-pandemic. There's a few more gray hairs and there's quite a bit less hair, man, after everything that's gone on in the last 2 years. Well, I want to thank Andres, Stan McClellan, Walt Horton, Steve Frazier, Claudia, the rest of our team, and all of our corporate sponsors for this digital summit. This summit assembles national thought leaders in smart cities, infrastructure, and buildings. It is as timely as ever. Texas State University continues to build an expanding portfolio of digital, smart, and technologically enhanced degree programs and R&D initiatives that we think appeal to you. Texas State recently started a new civil engineering program that embraces the multidisciplinary and technologically enhanced nature of that industry. From its inception, we have taken the approach that we need to train the next generation of leadership, moving beyond traditional civil engineering concepts to incorporate the role of technology will play and has been playing in driving the design, the construction, and the maintenance of our built environment. Hence, our program fully embraces what we and you all style as technology-enhanced infrastructure. We are creating a unique opportunity for our students, for our partners, and our faculty to mold a program that is relevant to addressing societal needs, using our physical assets as a test bed for new and innovative approaches for developing engineering solutions. To that end, later today, we will officially break ground on a state-of-the-art infrastructure research laboratory at Stark Park, which is basically just across I-35 down McCarty Lane. I hope that some of you can join us for that groundbreaking. This lab will serve as an instructional and R&D test bed for the civil engineering and similar companion programs. And more on Stark Park in a minute. I also want to take this opportunity to announce the impending approval of our brand new Industry 4.0 Mechanical Engineering degree program. So in October, we hope and expect to gain approval from the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board for it. This approval would allow the first cohort of students to enter in fall 2022. So like the technology enhanced infrastructure emphasis of the CE program, this new mechanical engineering program stands to be a cutting edge, a leading edge program built from day one to be the training and R&D ground for what is emerging next in mechanical engineering. And clearly, for a Digital 360 Summit, you know what that means. Mechanical systems for the digital and connected world. We really are excited about this new program. We have already begun hiring faculty members in front of it, so we fully expect to be able to launch it. It's our understanding, by the way, that it definitely will be the first in Texas. It may be only comparable to two other existing programs, one on the East Coast at a pretty prominent university and one on the West Coast at a pretty prominent university. Because it's new to us, we have the chance to build this thing from ground zero to be purely Industry 4.0 ME. So back to Stark Park, our science, technology, and advanced research park. It's a university research park still in its early stages of development. We have anchor facilities that are a 36,000 square foot Star One Technology business incubator. It's the largest laboratory-based incubation facility here in Central Texas. Over the next decade or so, it's our goal to see over 600,000 square feet of new engineering, lab, pilot production, and office space built in Stark Park in partnership with the private and public sectors and with other research institutions. We see these facilities, the future ones included, their supporting infrastructure, and other university assets in San Marcos is a unique opportunity to create an environment that incorporates what we emphasize, applied research, research with relevance, demonstration and experiential learning projects. In other words, what we're creating and will be expanding on is a real living, working, real-life, applied research field-based laboratory setting, a digitally connected living laboratory. So to that end, we're excited to publicize our Cedar Consortium, and I suspect if you haven't heard of it yet, Andres and the other group alone will be talking about this over the next day with you extensively. It's the acronym for Connected Infrastructure for Education, Demonstration, and Applied Research, CEDAR. I think Walt Horton says that's a mouthful whenever he introduces CEDAR. So one more time, it's Connected Infrastructure for Education, Demonstration, and Applied Research, CIEDAR. It's a strategy to validate, evaluate, develop, and integrate smart technology into the infrastructure of cities, using a consortium model that partners Texas State with private companies, local and state municipalities, and agencies. CEDAR will research, test, and integrate technological advances in the development of smart utilities, smart buildings, smart energy, smart water and wastewater, and smart transportation and mobility to create the infrastructure of our smart cities. With partners, we seek to create multiple living labs within smart connected neighborhoods to accelerate digitalization, decentralization, and decarbonization of those respective industries. With partners, we seek to study technologies with applications to the lifecycle monitoring of infrastructure assets, the validation of existing technologies, the evaluation of emerging technologies, and the development of new technologies. We are seeking strong industry and public partnerships to work with us to take that vision to reality, to market. So examples of some current and developing activities include a network operating center lab, training lab at Star Park, which we're bringing out right now, a 400 or so acre solar PV farm test bed and smart energy lab build out by Q4 2022. We want to stand up a smart mobility lab build out by Q2 of 2022. We'll have a 100-acre smart mobility track test bed build out by Q1 2023. By the way, and Andres will fill you in on all the details of this later. Drone power line and tower inspection test bed build out by Q2 2022. Drone commercial packages delivery test bed build out by Q2 2022. Drone people transport test bed build out by the same quarter. We're in the planning stages of a workforce housing competition followed by a test bed and smart homes lab build out, we hope by Q2 2022. Digital substation of the future test bed and smart utilities lab build out by Q4 23. We want to stand up smart networks labs right now and into the next half year, including a private LTE 5G 900 megahertz licensed research network test bed build out, a Wirepass 900 millihertz unlicensed research network test bed build out, a long range WAN 2.4 gigahertz unlicensed research network test bed, a Y smart utility network 900 millihertz, you all know the rest of that, and a 10100 Gbps fiber research network test bed build out. We also want to have a smart public safety test bed and a smart X reality lab by Q2 2022. Well, what Claudia didn't say, and no one has mentioned yet, is none of this is my background. By my training as a PhD, I do history. In fact, early modern medieval history. So let me just say that you'll need to contact others, somebody else with expertise in all of these things around here for more information. I'm a pretty good reader and I understand some of it, but I have nowhere near, obviously, the expertise and the depth. It's the folks around us here at Texas State and others of our partners who can help you. Well, that said, I look forward to engaging with our current partners and welcoming new ones as we move forward to create our digital world. And I'm confident that this summit, yet again, will accelerate that. Thank you all for joining us, and I look forward to meeting you and to signing you up as partners in our Cedar Consortium. Thank you.